Yeah, hi, this is Tom from Melbourne Eco Clean. I've put together a video showing our deep floor cleaning. This one here is on a vinyl tile floor, which probably hasn't been mopped properly for about 10 years. I've put up a video previously of our tile grout cleaning. This one's a bit more interesting to watch because it's such a vast difference. So at the beginning we were just putting down an enzyme-based cleaner and a mild pH-based cleaner, just alkaline solution, both eco-friendly. So this machine is essentially two counter-rotating brushes, CRB machine, but this one is different to a lot of others in that it's got a drum, like a rubber cylinder in the middle, which all the water gets flicked onto that and then scraped into a container. So this leaves the floor almost dry. It's similar wetness to, if you've just used a flat mop on it, which is just slightly damp. It'll be dry in a few minutes, usually. So this is safe. There's people walking through this area all the time as well, which is why we're just doing one half of the hallway at a time, just so people can walk past without walking over the wet floor. And this machine is totally safe on the carpets, unlike a lot of floor cleaning machines. They wouldn't be able to clean to the edge here because it would start tearing up the carpet. This machine actually can be used to clean carpets. This floor was quite time consuming. The grain on the tiles was going in different directions, so you had to clean both ways in order to get right into the grain, get all the dirt out of it. So it took quite a while, but the end result definitely worth it. This whole area, as you'll see later, is quite a lot bigger than we would usually do. At least a couple hundred square meters, but this is for an existing client, so we're happy to take it on, give it a go. So then at the end, we'll just do a final rinse, just using plain water from a spray nozzle at the front of the machine. This will just get any remaining residue and little bits of dirt off the floor. Now, all our cleaners are low residue anyway, so this is really just ensuring that it's completely clean. So then after that we just have one final mop. It just gets any last bits off the floor and also coats it in the enzyme, which will continue breaking down any further grease and dirt that gets on the floor for the next couple of days. It might look a little bit dirty here. It's just actually the floor. When the floors are wet, it reflects light a bit strangely and it can look a bit dirty, but once it's dry, it looks completely clean. And this is the end result of that little section there. Perfectly clean. So this is another hallway in the building to the left of where we just were. You can see our machine has absolutely no trouble with the rubber button mat just up here. A lot of floor cleaning machines wouldn't be able to do this properly. Our machine has no trouble at all. Cleans it up perfect. Small, tight spaces here. It's the benefit of the small machine. You can go into little bathrooms, little kitchens, everything. It gets pretty close to the corner, pretty close to the edges, but we have a separate machine for getting anything that this machine can't get to. So this one I just did with water without pre-soaking, just to show you. We can literally just use water if you want, if you don't want any chemicals or nothing. This is just plain water. It takes a little bit longer, but really the result is almost exactly the same. And we do end up having to go both ways, because of the grain on this tile going in separate directions. We do have to scrub both ways, so it probably takes about double the time, but it's possible to do. Streaks there will just come off with a final pass and a mop. So this is our motor scrubber, little rotary scrubber that is great for doing the edges. There's also a brush attachment we can use to do stairs. So it'll scrub the edge of the stair as well as the floor. And it gets into most corners as well. And after that, anything left over, we just use a sponge to get right into the corners. This is just near the front door of the same building. We find this is the best way to apply the enzyme solution. A lot of companies that do various floor cleaning will apply it with, the pump spray bottles. But we prefer this because it just drops straight onto the floor. With the pump sprays, it basically gets aerosolized and, it goes into the air. You could breathe a little bit in, or it gets onto the furniture, the walls, stuff like that. So we just find this is, because we're primarily doing small areas, so this is sufficient, just getting the water straight on the floor. So we're using the motor scrubber on also the really ingrained stains on the floor. Things that look like they wouldn't come out, just it gets it straight with just water. It's got a lot of torque along these edges, around the table. Final mop. And this is another section of the building, just showing the CRB's power again. Just how effective that is at pulling the dirt off. Very satisfying to use. And this is all the grease and dirt came out. There's a couple of containers. And this is some of the floor at the end after it's all cleaned, right around the edges, everything, right into the corners. Some of the lights in this building were out, so you can't really see that. Can't really see those sections, so I'll just cut those out. And I've got some photos here at the end highlighting the difference between the before and after.